And now, Legal Perspective with Nick Clekis.
Welcome to Fox 24 News Now's Legal Perspective with Nick Clekis. Each week, we will bring you expert insights and valuable information on a variety of legal topics. Here to guide us through the ins and outs of personal injury law is Nick Clekis, owner of the Clekis Law Firm. Nick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
And so I want to ask you, what qualifies as personal injury?
Well, really any injury, but in the legal world, it's an injury that's at the hands of another person and usually have insurance on the other side. So you hear about car accidents mainly, but really the umbrella includes workers' comp, products liability, it could be a dog bite, it could be a boating accident, it could be medical malpractice, hospital negligence, I mean anything where somebody is injured at the hands of another.
So what is the first step if you feel like you may have a personal injury case on your hands? If you're in a car accident or if a tree falls in your yard, I mean, what do you do?
Yeah, call Clekis Law Firm.
Call Clekis Law Firm.
8439 million. Yeah, you really need to get legal advice early on, so that we can maintain evidence, witnesses. If it's a car accident, you want to get your property damage handled if your car's not drivable. If you're injured, you need to seek medical attention. You don't want to wait for the insurance company to send you because they won't, and then 2 weeks go by and you're, not getting any help. So it's important to be guided through the process. I mean, I always tell my clients, I don't know what you do for a living, but whatever it is, I would never try and do it. So let me help you do what needs to be done on this front.
And now speaking of seeking medical attention soon, I mean, even if let's say you're in a car accident and you don't necessarily feel like you have to go to the hospital, how important is it to get that medical attention as soon as possible?
Well, you don't want to sign a full and final release until you know from an expert that you don't have injuries. The last thing you want is an insurance company to call you and say, here's a few $1,000, sign here, and then the following week you find out you have disc involvement, you need surgery, and you signed a release for $1,000. So it's important to at least get checked out by your family doctor or somebody who is qualified to tell you that you don't have any injuries before you finalize your case.
Yeah. And now what if, as the injured party, what if you may share some fault in the accident?
Well, that's an interesting question because, South Carolina used to be a contributory negligence state where if you were at fault at all, it was a bar to recovery completely. Now we're a comparative negligence state, so your recovery can be reduced by your comparative negligence, whatever that percentage may be, 90-10, 80-20, whatever.
And now, so what does a personal injury lawyer do for their client?
Well, the most important thing is that most of us work on a contingency fee basis. And so the contingency fee allows us to represent somebody without any money up front, and we only get paid if we make a recovery, we take a percentage, whatever that may be. So that allows, the little guy to fight the big multi-billion-dollar insurance companies without having any money up front. I mean, and so, you hear about some of these cases or the $1 million spilled McDonald's coffee case or whatever. But there are a lot of cases that we work really hard on and we don't make a recovery, and there's some cases that we really do a great job for our clients and get a great recovery.
So if someone is looking for representation, how do they get in touch with the Clekis Law Firm?
Well, you could always go to Clekis.com to our website, and that's got all our information there, and that's got a click to call on the landing page, or 8439 million is easy enough to remember.
Wonderful. Now make sure you tune in with us every Tuesday for your Legal Perspective with Nick Clekis. We'll see you next week, Nick.
Thanks. Thanks again for having me.
We're back in 2 minutes.
This has been Legal Perspective with Nick Clekis.